This is my Genius Hour project. My name is Awstyn GH. What is Genius Hour? Genius Hour is a project or a class where you get to choose a project and then pursue it. So my project was, this project must be a non-Googleable question. So you cannot look this up on Google and find the answer easily. My thick question, or the project that I did, is what is the relationship between beauty and brawn in the various types of welding? How I answered this thick question? I answered my question by making the welds available to me and testing them in various ways. I also had people help me along the way, also known as mentors. My mentors and how they helped me. Blake Mueller, he welded me, he welded for me, helped with testing. Mitchell Bono, he gave me ideas and helped with what types of welds I should use, and Miss Lessman, she let me use her shop. Blake Mueller is a classmate of mine and is skilled at welding. I was going to only ask him for help when needed, so it would be my own welds, but I ended up breaking my leg, so he had to weld it for me. Mitchell Bono, he is also another classmate of mine. He helped me with some of the project ideas and what I should do for the project. Miss Lessman, she is the agriculture teacher at Awstyn Altura. She let Blake and I use her shop when needed. This is a MIG welding machine. Stands for gas metal arc welding, or metal inert gas. That's where MIG comes from. And these are some of the MIG welds. As you can see, this one's really shiny and it looks really nice. This one's also pretty shiny, And then this one was what happened after we put it in water for 24 hours straight. It's got a little bit of rust here, but not much to really make a difference on how it looks. Some of the pros and cons: it's really shiny, it's good looking. Little rust after 24 hours in water. The cons are it is weak and will deteriorate faster than other welds. This is TIG welding. It stands for gas tungsten arc welding, or also referred to as tungsten inert gas. In TIG, there are certain types of electrodes. Different types can result in different types of welds. 6013 is weaker, but in return it looks good. 6011 is super strong, but it's not the greatest looking. Here's some of my 17 and 18 TIG welds. E stands for electrode. It's pretty, it looks pretty good. It's pretty shiny, and it's really strong as well. And then this is what it looks like one day after it rusted. As you can see, there's rust around the outside, not much in the center. Some of the pros and cons of 1718 is it's really strong. It was stronger than the metal that we welded it on, so it was stronger than 1/8 inch metal, and it looks good but can be pretty messy, so sometimes it'll splatter. Some of the cons is it rusted badly for only being in water for 24 hours, but it was also a hard weld to start. This is E6013. It looks pretty indented, because it penetrates the metal, so it goes deeper than other welds though, as you can see that there. This is just shinier looking weld, but sometimes it can look pretty bad if you don't do it right. And then this is how it looked like after it rusted for 24 hours. It's got lots of rust on the top, and I think it's one of the worst ones for rusting. Some of the pros: the weld looks good, and it was an easy weld to start, but some of the weak is it rusted bad, or it was weak and it rusted bad and can easily be swapped for MIG welding. Here's 6011. This is the penetrator. Last time I said 6013 was, I got confused. So this one is penetrator, last one's not, sorry. And this one is the strongest metal, or strongest weld that I've welded with. It was pretty good. But up here, you can see that it rusted on this side up here for 24 hours. Some of the pros: it was extremely strong. Deep penetrator, meaning it shouldn't break, and it was a little rust, but there's still some up there. Hard weld to start, and it doesn't look the prettiest. I made an Excel worksheet grading the welds off of certain criteria. The criteria is based off of things such as shine, rust, buildup, and strength. So for MIG, it got 1 in looks, and what I should say is the lowest the score is, the better. So MIG basically 1 on the scoring sheet. MIG was the best for looks, but it was the worst for strength. 7018 was decent for looks, rusted a lot, or more than the others. The shine was okay, and the strength was better than most. 6013 looks okay, but it wasn't the greatest. The shine on it was good. The strength of it was weaker than 7018, and 6011's up here. It looks not that great, but it didn't rust as much. And the shine is dull, so not shiny at all. And it's the strongest there is, so kind of 12. And that's not the whole story though, so even though that they ranked in that position, I would, in my opinion, say that they're all good in their own way. For MIG, it's meant for like less pressure, as in like a chair. If you were to weld a chair together, it could hold that and look good. As in 6011 and 7018 are meant for more strength, and 6013 is a groundbreaker. I would just go to 7018 if I were to use one. This is my personal. The best all around would be 7018. It's all-purpose weld. It was only a little weaker than the 6011. It was stronger than the metal, and it looks good. 20 or 6011 doesn't look good, but most of the time it's needed weld, or if needed, weld can be hidden or not even noticed. The third I'd ranked would be MIG, meant for low pressure, only looks good though. And the fourth would be 6013. It's only a little bit stronger than MIG and a lot uglier. Not recommended in my opinion. This information is helpful, will help people who don't know which weld is best. I think a professional welder could see this and maybe do more with like this project, like a follow-up, but a lot more advanced because they have a lot more welds available to them. And who's can help? It can help farmers who have equipment break, schools whose chairs or tables break, prisons. Basically, all prisons are made out of metal, so people can't escape. Companies that make like items, could be knives or like furniture. Why is this important to me? Ever since I was in welding class in my school, I liked what it was about and liked welding because it was fun to me. So I could have a possible future career in welding or machines. And read this video.
Yep, let me just.
Read my video. Oops.
No, I'm gonna go out of it and just
Gotcha.
link them up for you. Tell us about this first one while I'm getting it ready.
The video is just Blake, my mentor. He is going to be welding one of the beads for my stick welding, so TIG, and then it's just basically just showing what we did in the shop.
I'm gonna pause it and get the other one really right away too.